No, dude, bro, what the? I knew there was things in. I knew there was stuff. I knew I wasn't crazy. I saw stuff swimming around in the water. Look at that. How's it going, everyone? Bo here from BZ Hub, and today I'm super excited about this. Every beginner series video is always so much fun, and today we're going back into Blue Crab Island because I know you all love Blue Crab Island, but wait a second, no, that's not right. Maku Maku Lake. That's right. Yeah, first lake that we have unlocked in South America. I know we've spent some time down here in the Amazonian maze when we played in that DLC, which was pretty fun, and I'm excited to be getting into this. And let's talk about equipment, everyone. Now, when we're talking about equipment in the Amazonian Maku Maku Lake, there is a lot of different fish that we're going to be going after, and I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can go after them as well. I have a plethora of hook sizes. I've got bobbers, I've got baits, I've got everything that we might need. And let's talk over baits real quick because we got this dead lambari fish here, freshwater prawns. We got large cut bait and large minnows, shiners, which we are also, we know all about those, as well as the red worms at the bottom there with the camu camu, a new fruit, I guess, which is kind of native to that area. We'll be using here as well. And then when we talk lures are going to be similar as well. Lots of crankbaits, swim baits, some walkers at the end there, and as well as some casting spoons, medium spoons, narrow spoons, spinners, buzz baits. We'll try for some of those bass. I'm eager to get into it, everyone, but let's look at some of the rods I chose for this this area. So first off, instead of a telefloat rod or something like that, my greatest fear when using the telefloat rod later on into the game is that we're gonna hook into something big and I'm gonna have to fight it for 5 minutes, which, you know, can be fun, but at the same time, it's most likely not going to be that big of a fish. It's just going to be a smaller fish of a certain species that grows to a larger size. So it's most likely going to be a regular version of that fish. We just happen to catch it on this little telefloat rod, which isn't fun at all. So I've stopped using the float rods, the what are they called? Telescopic rods. I've stopped using telescopic rods altogether now, and I'm using match rods. I'm using a lower weight match rod. This one's the Phoenix 14-foot 10 here, 22 pounds, as well as the Big River 6500 at 19 pounds, just to have something around there in the same spot. We're going to start off with the number 1 hook just to try and get some of those smaller fish, as well as with the camu camu, and I have those red worms for some of those smaller fish as well, the minnows and whatnot that we'll need for the mission in Maku Maku Lake. Looking at number 2 here, the next step up, which is going to be getting into some of the spinning reels. I have a spinning jig winner 8-foot 10 here, 3 to 13 pounds, 13 pounds on the reel there, the Bremer 4500. We have 13-pound line, 12.7 pound leader, and a crankbait. And we have a lot of other crankbaits that we can use as well. Looking at number 3, we have the 24-pound bass caster, 7-foot 10. Now this is something I've used since the Everglades. It's a solid choice if you're getting past the Everglades going into St. Croix. This is a rod setup that will last you a long time. The Basscaster 7-foot 10 and 9 to 24 pounds, and then 23 pounds on the reel. You will be catching fish with this thing for a long time, and I'm still using it when I'm heading off to the Amazon, so just keep that in mind, I suppose. Looking at now getting into float rods here. These are match rods, actually. Majesty 11-foot 5. This is actually kind of my heavy rod that I have right now. 65 pounds on the reel there, 57 on the rod itself. We have 57-pound braid on here with the titanium leader, 55 pounds. So we'll have to make sure that our drag is set low because this leader and the line is going to break, and if the line breaks, then we lose the bobber, and on the next one where we have an X series bobber, we don't want to lose that bobber, so we're going to have to pay real close attention to make sure that that doesn't happen. But we have the dead lambari fish on this one, as well as a shiner on this one, and that's what we're going to be talking about, some of the species coming up soon, so we'll get into that in just a second. On the number 6 here, we have the heavy chaser, 52.9 on the rod, 52.9 0.9 on the reel, set up perfectly like that. And then you have the 53-pound braid there to reel some fish in with 55-pound leader. Similar setup as the match rod, but we have A-dot hooks on pretty much all of these. A-dot and A-dot again, barbless to help out with some XP. And on the last setup here, we have the 59.5-pound heavy chaser. Need to repair it sometime soon. Paired with the 57.7-pound Leviathan 10,000, A-dot hook with the titanium leader as well, and large minnows. So all this combined together, we should hopefully be able to target pretty much anything on this map, which is perfect when you're going to a map lake for the first time, you know? So with that out of the way, let's talk over some fish species, everyone. Maku Maku Lake has got some great looking fish. First off, the arapaima. This is a big one for South America. Everyone who fishes South America or dreams about fishing South America thinks about the arapaima. It is the king of South American fish down there. You can't get any better as a sportsman than catching an arapaima in South America, and this is really our first chance to go after them in Maku Maku Lake, so that's going to be very exciting, and we certainly have the setups to go after them, so I'm looking forward to it. Payara, the next one down. This is something that you know, doesn't get too big, 2 feet in length, 4.4 pounds. It goes after a number of different things here, so we'll make sure to be going after that on some of our light spinning reels and line there. The Bricon, I don't even know how to say that, gets a 13 pounds. It doesn't look like it would get to 13 pounds, but it's yeah, it's just a white fish that can reach that size evidently. This is a perfect example of why we have the Camu Camu fruit there, so good thing to have in our inventory. Butterfly peacock bass, we of course know this from the Everglades map. That'll be great to go after. Flag-tailed Procolotus. I don't know how to say that, pronounce that correctly, but hopefully that's close to it. It reminds me of like a dinosaur or something like that. Also in the Camu Camu, doesn't get very big, 2.2 pounds. Flat-whiskered catfish, I feel like we caught these in the Amazonian maze. We've got stuff to go after those. Gilded catfish, now this is gonna be something that is gonna be like one of the biggest fish on this map. Other than the arapaima, the gilded catfish I think is gonna be kind of like the next step of catching a large fish, so we have a setup to go after these. 176 pounds in weight. It's a pretty heavy fish, everyone. Jacunda. Now this is a fun little fish. We caught a few of these, I think, in the Amazonian maze. Those are kind of fun. That's another reason our light setup is going to be targeting some of those. Oscars, of course, we caught in the Everglades. Payara. Now this is going to be a fun one. Now if we can go after a good sized payara, 38 pounds. That's a good sized fish, everyone. And you know, I'm not sure if we can get to 38 pounds on our 24-pound bass rod, but if we do, ooh, I'm not sure about that. Red-tailed barracuda, red-bellied piranha, red-eye piranha. I want to say, is the red-eye piranha the same as the black piranha? I'm like delving into my river monsters knowledge here. Jeremy Wade, hear my call or whatever. But yeah, I think the red-eye piranha is bigger than the what is that? No? Okay, maybe I'm making this up. Maybe I'm thinking of a black piranha or something like that. But piranhas. First time we're going to be able to go after piranhas other than the Amazonian maze, so that's pretty cool. Ripsaw catfish, another cool fish that we caught a few times in the Amazonian maze, and we'll be able to go after it again here. Silver arowana. Now this is one I don't think we caught in the Amazonian maze, but I want to say it was there. I am looking forward to catching one of these. I think they're a really pretty fish, and the way they show them right here makes it seem like that is definitely the case. So I'm looking forward to that. Silver croaker we ran into a few times in the Amazonian maze, a short little thing that usually would just bite our lures, or not lures, but our baits that we would use for catfish and whatnot. Sorghum catfish. Now this is something I don't recall catching in the Amazonian maze, but it should be pretty fun. I've seen it in river monsters in the markets and stuff, the fish markets and whatnot, and I'll be interested in catching one of these as well. And then lastly, the spotted araku, which we use as bait later on, but I don't think we can use it as bait now. This is one of those things where you think, if I could catch it, why can't I keep it for bait? Which would be a cool feature in Fishing Planet. But with that out of the way, that is going to be all of our species we are going to be going after Maku Maku Lake, everyone. So let's get into fishing. All right, so just like every other beginner circuit fit, I am just going straight into this. I haven't watched any YouTube videos. I don't know where people catch the big fish. I'm going into this blind. So I do think that we actually caught a Christmas fish over here. I don't remember what it was, but I feel like we caught a Christmas fish in this specific spot. The boats are over here in the tourist landing pier, and then over here we have Oval Island. So Otorongo Village here. Let's read these real quick, just to see if we can figure out what's going on here. Means you might be lucky enough to encounter the predator fish species payara or bricon fish eager to feast on fruit fallen in the water. Okay, so this might be a good place to catch some of those smaller fish over in the Otorongo Village, but who knows? If we can cast out into deeper water, we could have a decent chance of catching something big as well. Tourist landing pier, check this out. Perfect spot to relax and practice accurate casts and attempts to catch the countless silver croaker, sizable red-eye piranha, or swift jacunda. So getting into some of the medium-sized fish here at Maku Maku, very good. And let's see if this continues to grow here. Oval Island starts to talk about large catfish, sorghum catfish, gilded catfish, ripsaw catfish, all inhabit these waters. Mist clears opposite shore, densely covered with impenetrable jungle. Interesting. Well, we can use a boat here, so we can really fish anywhere we want, but you can kind of tell how they set up with smaller fish on the left side, medium fish in the middle, and larger fish on the right side, or at least that's the way they describe it. Who's to say? You could probably catch all different kinds of fish all around. Does make me wonder if there's going to be some hidden arapaima in like this little lake around here. I have to go check that out just to so I'm not always wondering about it. Really poor weather today. You can see how the next day it gets a lot better, but we might switch it to like 8 p.m. or something like that, and then as it goes into nighttime, we'll be able to change the time. Is a smart way to go about it. So let's go in. As always, we'll be going into a random room with public people so that we can see where they're fishing, see what fish they're catching, and then we can kind of pick up on where people are catching big fish, which is a great way to go about it. So let's go ahead and go straight to the dock, I think, and maybe cruise around in a boat for a little bit. Who knows? All right, first steps into Maku Maku Lake. Check this place out. My goodness gracious, we have these little huts, and it brings me back to Africa. We have these little grass straw huts, or whatever you want to say, with ooh, some what is this? I don't even know. Is that beer of some sort? It looks like beer in a cooler. Ooh, I'm already liking this place. We have our boat, both of our boats down here. We have our motor boat, and then we also have the Frankenfish canoe there, or kayak. Fantastic native boats over here as well. Pretty cool. I am seeing now what we saw on the previous map, that there is this hidden lake back here, which makes me wonder if that's where the arapaima are. But you can definitely see where the deep water is over here as well, where you'd think that those catfish would be setting up, but who's to say? I kind of want to go straight after an arapaima, everyone. Let's get into the old boat, and we'll just see if we can make anything happen here. Here we are. We're back in the lake here. What can we do here? What do the arapaima go for again? Let's do a little checkup. The arapaima like araku minnows, shiners, large minnows. Good to know. We can go straight to large minnows, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. They're gonna put large minnows on this rod. We're gonna throw it out, see if we get anything's attention. Of course, we gotta change the time before we forget. Let's go ahead and change the time. Right at 7 p.m. it says. I don't know about that, but okay. We'll go with it. 7 p.m. That's what you say anyway. Alrighty. So we see, oh, that guy's on a little like raft or something. That's interesting to know. So if we want to set up multiple rods, we can actually set up multiple rods over there. I'm looking around to see if I can see any like swirling or anything. Any indicators of a large fish inhabiting the water somewhere specific, but I'm not seeing anything at the moment. Oh, that guy just disappeared. Wonder if it's because we got too close to him or what. Oh, nope, he's back. Okay, never mind. He's back, everyone. I'm gonna throw it out into this water, and we're just gonna watch it for a little bit and see what happens. Could catch something, could not. Who's to say, you know? So interesting, just the environment, because you're just sitting here just listening. You can hear like monkeys in the background, like parrots and stuff like that. Like fishing in Europe and the United States, obviously you don't hear that. So it is a unique experience being down here in South America. All right, I'm not sure about this spot. It looks like a spot that a bunch of arapaima would be in, just going off aesthetic here, but I been sitting here for about 5 minutes and haven't really had anything but a few smaller fish make their way. So I wonder maybe if we should cast a crankbait or something like that just throughout here. Since there is some small fish, or at least it seems like there's some small fish around here, let's just cast a crankbait and see. Maybe we'll cast a casting spoon or something like that as well, just to get something in there that works for a lot of different fish. I have one last idea once we try this. If we don't get anything on the Twitch, my last idea is to throw some fruit in there. Maybe that's what we're missing. All right, I'm trying the fruit. Trying the fruit. We're gonna catch something on the fruit, I bet. Betcha. Here we go. This is it. This is gonna work. A lot of fish showing up on the radar right now. Bro, see that? You see that right there? That's an arowana. He got an arowana, man. I want an arowana. We need to look up what we need to use to catch an arowana right now. Throw this back out there. This is it. We're gonna catch something. We're gonna catch something. Oh. Oh, I switched bobbers. Ooh, something's grabbed it. Something's grabbed it. Something small. Something small. It's a piranha. Look at that, our first fish that we caught in the Amazon. Would it be wrong if it was something other than a piranha? Oh my gosh. Well, that's pretty cool there. Our first piranha. That's gonna do it. Nothing special about it. Not a trophy, not a unique or anything. Just a regular old red-bellied piranha. Ooh, 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 ooh. Something's grabbed it. Something a little bit bigger, it looks like. Whoa, slamming us in the chest. A red-eye piranha. Moving on up, man. We're moving on up. Man, just not getting anything's attention. Amazon proving to be something a little bit difficult. Okay, I hear ya. I see you, bro. Another minnow. Oh. There we go. There we go. What do we get? An Oscar? We got an Oscar! Our first Oscar. That's fantastic. I love it already. This is great. Okay, that's one little fish down. No, dude. Bro, what the? I knew there was things in, I knew there was stuff. I knew I wasn't crazy. I saw stuff swimming around in the water. Look at that. I wasn't crazy. Amazon, man. Come on, bro. That is a crazy black caiman that just surfaced up. Still got my eyes on that caiman. Oh, we're just knocking them off now. Flag-tailed Procodilus. I don't know how to say that. Procodilus? Something. I don't know. Cool fish though. It's got some interesting little aesthetic things going on there. Stripes on the tail. Red fins down below there. I don't know what those are called. Pectoral fins are up near the gills, but I don't know what those set of fins are called. Someone look that up for me. Google it. Tell me what it is.
10 years later.
Okay, the bite for small fish has completely shut off. I don't know if it's because the nighttime has just totally switched like the biting behavior. Oh, it has though. That's the that's a kicker right there. Well, let's switch to 2 a.m. in the morning. 2 a.m. in the morning, you know. Maybe try it one last time, and then being nighttime, early morning as it is, you know what we're gonna do. Pull a Jeremy Wade. Throw some big baits in the water, and hopefully see a giant catfish come up and grab it. Alrighty, let's just toss this out and see if anything goes after it. We've got a few, I've got some nighttime narrow spoons as well that we can try. This is just kind of shooting in the dark. Just kind of a pun because it is nighttime, but we're also not really sure how to fish this area, so. Another fish on. Seems to be a little bit heavier maybe, but now we are skiing it across the top of the water, which makes me think it's not bigger. It's just another silver croaker. A trophy silver croaker though. Wow, moving up in the world, are we? Moving on up. That's where I was going with the on. Ooh, something's going here. It's the number 2 rod? Not number 2, number 3. I was going from the right over. It's not super heavy here. We definitely have, oh, this is a sorghum. Nice! A sorghum catfish, our first one. Dude, that is sweet. That is such a pretty fish. We have to get a picture of this. This is so awesome. All right, Henale. Henale. Oh my God, you're still dressed up in your uniform too. That is awesome. Oh my God. That is hilarious. Oh, that is awesome. Sweet. Well, we got a few picks anyway. This is not even a special one. This is only 13 pounds too. Not really sure then, man. I don't know. You would think we would be catching lots of fish then if that's the case, but you know, if that was a fairly small one on a 7/0, you'd think that the 8/0 wouldn't be much of a big deal, you know? We got a decent fish on this rod, and now we have a decent fish on that rod too. I don't know, it's not really bending that much. You know when you have a decent fish when the rod starts to bend a lot, but I also just don't like the sound of it beeping. So we're gonna step away from it. Go down here where the caimans can come and grab us. This is a decent sized fish. I just don't know what it is. Dude, this is a gilded. Bro! Nice! Our first gilded catfish, man! That is sweet! Oh my God, 38 pounds too. Not super big or anything, but hey, that will work. Let's see. There we go. Our first gilded catfish, dude. Got other nibbles, so we better let him go. But there we go. 2,215 bucks, 1,100 XP, 38 pounds. Not big at all. They get much bigger than this, and this was a 7/0 dead Lombardi fish, barbless. So pretty cool though. Oh, that was on the third one too with the chicken liver. Yeah, it was. Okay. Top notch. Well, at least we know. All right. Well, this is a great spot. At least we're catching fish, and at least they're interesting fish at that. But it's 7:30 on a Monday, Central Time, I should add. And what does that mean? Live stream time, everyone. So I'm going to have to stop what I'm doing right here, switch to the live stream. We'll just see where we end up when we get back. So see you then. Alrighty, back here at the dock, everyone, and we're gonna get into our boat. I am going to show you a few different spots that we were catching arapaima in. One of them might even shock you. I'm sure you remember where we went in the very beginning there. We spent a little bit more time there in the stream, and we ended up getting pretty lucky. And I think the majority of my issue when I first went there is I was thinking about the Amazonian maze and how I was catching all of the arapaima on match rods and stuff, you know, bobbers and stuff. But it seems that here they're not about that bobber life. They're more on the bottom of the river, of the lake, I guess. So, and look at that. Look, now you can see the swirls. You can see where they are. Top notch. Let's get our rods out and see if we can get into them. Whoa, one of our bobbers just went down there. Ooh, that is some major bend too. Okay, see you. Oh yeah, you can see it in the water there. At least you can from back here. Once you zoom in, you can't really tell what it is. Oh, yeah, man. You know what this is, too. Just because of where we're fishing and knowing how strong this rod is, you just know there's only one thing right here that could be taking it like this. And he is off for the races. Only guy I think of right now is that I just hope that none of the other rods start beeping away. God, that would be so annoying. This battle is so much different when you're in a boat, you know? You can just kind of float around. Instead of having it pull, you know, your line out and everything, it pulls you and the boat instead. And so you can kind of keep up with it a lot more than you can like this. But, you know, doing what we can do, I suppose. We got him in here! There we go, young arapaima, 65 pounds, $3,000 and 809 XP. This dude is small. As you can tell by hearing about the young part of it all, look at this. This is a young arapaima. This guy is small, 65 pounds and 64 inches long. Dude, how many small fish do you catch that look like this? Insanity. Insanity, man. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm going for. Of course, we get a freaking bite at the same time. This is the fish I was wanting, though. With the walker. Look at this guy. That is so sweet. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to turn this down. Turn this down so we can just focus on this guy for a second here. Look at this. Is that not amazing or what? The silver arowana, 5.298 pounds, $1,200 for a less than a 6-pound fish. 224 XP, but $1,200, man. That is so cool. And we can see here with Henel. Dude, that's so awesome. Oh, there's a fish on. There we go. It's actually a peacock bass. Looks like, anyway. There we go. That's something familiar from Everglades, anyway. Top notch. Now this is actually in between the docks. Yeah, see, the docks are down here and the lake's right here. This is in this little channel right here. Now what's interesting is that we were over here fishing for bass, and shockingly, what took the buzzbait was not a bass. What it ended up being was a giant arapaima that went after a buzzbait, and thank goodness we were in this boat, or else that thing would have taken us for a ride, bro. Alright, so I found this little nano spinner in the store here. I actually I didn't bring one with us, but the red-tailed barracuda is evidently very small, so we're gonna toss this around, see if we can pull something out of here, because I do believe this is supposed to be the spot for the red-tailed barracuda. I'm just not really sure where, and at one speed we are pulling it up pretty good here. This is a big Proclotus. Look at the size of this thing, dude. God, oh, this is a Bricon. Bricon? Bricken? I don't know how to say that. It looks like basically a giant Proclotus. Haha. Well, heck, man. I guess, woohoo. Gosh dang, bro. Right when we think we've maybe figured it out, something crazy happens. Always seems to do that. Guessing it's a Proclotus. There we go! Dude, I did not lie. I did not lie. The spotted araku, we're going after the fruit, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Top notch. So we are just missing that darn red-tailed barracuda now. To finish up this Maku Maku Lake exploration. I'm just gonna throw it over here. Heck, we've been catching all sorts of small fish over here. Might as well keep it going. See what we catch. It's getting messed with right now. I think it's being taken. No way! Our first try! We got the red-tailed barracuda. Dude, this thing looks like it should go straight into an aquarium. Look how cute this thing is. Bro, I used to have a little gar in my aquarium when I was in college. I used to feed it little tiny fish and everything. Dude, that was a freaking adorable. This thing is amazing. Look at that. That's awesome. Well, that's gonna do it. Maku Maku Lake exploration number 1 finished up. We got the Dobson fly larva as well. Top notch. That might help us get some of these big fish. There is one last fish I want to show you how to catch here, because the pay to pound ratio is insane, and you will make a lot of money if you go fishing for it. So don't do that. If you get in your boat, stay in your boat if you're going after this fish. All right, so from this little village area where you just caught a bunch of little fish, you're gonna head off in this direction to the left, and you're gonna go down in this little channel, and you're gonna notice that there are a lot of fish moving around in here, and that's because there are some awesome fish in here, bro. And then what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to take out your favorite bass rod, specifically one that's around like 24 pounds, like this bad boy here, and you're gonna need to equip a decent walker on here, because that's what's really going to get their attention. Now you see that marker right there? That marker is put there because I caught a giant one of these fish, and I put a marker there to remember exactly where I caught it. But I'll tell you, that was in the evening, and who knows if we're gonna catch one in the morning. So here we go. Here's all the hope in the world, I suppose. We're just gonna toss out and see if we get one. Ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hook him, Charlie. Just kidding, Henel. I know your name ain't Charlie. There we go. That's a decent sized one right there. That might be a trophy. That might be a trophy. He's pulling us out too. So if you do have a rod that's around 30 pounds, it might be better off. But this fish is, this is the money-making fish in Maku Maku. I'm telling you right now, bro. Yeah, this guy isn't big, isn't huge, but he's decent. Trophy payara, 11 pounds, $2,800. Did you hear that again? You hear that? 11 pounds. To remind you, a bass gives you about $100 per pound. This is 11 pounds, $2,800. That's 11 times 100 is 1,100. 11 times 200 is 2,200. And then tack on an extra $600. And that's what this trophy payara just got you. These things are worth a ton of money. And if you're going to be spending some time at Maku Maku, I would say, man, freaking just... And the thing is it's not even really a grind. These fish are a blast to fish for. So if there's one thing at Maku Maku Lake, I'm sure you're excited to go after arapaima, especially if you didn't spend all that money on the carnival pack and go to Amazon and fish for the bull shark there and stuff like that. So go catch yourself an arapaima, go catch yourself a gilded catfish or whatever you want, and then you come over here. I'll show you on the map right as I finish this cast here. Hopefully we get another good one. You come over here, you use your walker, and this is just the first lure I threw at them, and they immediately started going after it. So there's probably other ones that work. That one didn't look like a payara. You're a peacock, man. You better be careful in there, peacock. I'll keep you. That way you don't get chomped in half by a payara. Let's go. So anyway, throw on your walker, and I'll show you where we are exactly on the map here. We are down in the bottom left corner here, right next to this island. Yeah, fishing in between here. So, you know, it's interesting, this little stream here. I wonder what we could catch in that. But yeah, I mean, whew, and you can cast it anywhere in here. I mean, the first payara I caught was probably, kind of where the tip of my pole is right now, like right over there. So you can catch them all throughout here, man. And they are a blast to catch. Oof. Got him. But these peacock are going after it like crazy. And here's the thing. The peacock also give you good money. So, oh, boo-hoo, you don't catch a payara. Here you go, 5-pound trophy peacock bass, almost $1,000. That's $200 a pound, dude. That's crazy. Ah, man. This little stream right here, I'm so happy I found it because... I was really struggling to find joy in Maku Maku Lake, and in this little section over here, really just, you know, I guess it was like saving the best for last, because man, the payara are amazing, and if you get into a good size one, oh man, pull you around, and this 24-pound rod and reel is just perfect for them as well. Give you a good fight on a boat. They still pull you around a little bit, and you know, you can get some good XP bonuses and whatnot like that. But man, it's just a ton of fun. Another bit of butterfly. One's kind of fat. Hey, wow, personal best at that. Wow, check that out. That's pretty sweet. That's awesome. Well, I tell you what, payara, butterfly, peacock, bass, whatever it may be, you're likely to find something pretty giant in here. It's a shame that I wasn't able to catch another uni payara while I was in here, but this has been a ton of fun, and just this little area alone makes up for all the difficulties that I've had on Maku Maku so far. But yeah, the peacock bass and the payara, fantastic. And of course, having the arapaima and the other gilded catfish and other species that you can go for, super cool. Just having something totally new almost, other than these butterfly peacock bass and the Oscars. totally new, super cool. Just enjoying all of this, and the Black Cayman going around Fishing Planet, doing what they can to make this all special. Just fantastic. Look how happy He-Nail is. Wow, look at you, He-Nail, with your peacock bass, your personal best peacock bass, your Revolutionary War uniform. You look so cool. All you're missing is your cool Washington saber, man. That's what you need right now. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this one, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, hopefully leave us a like, and if you want to see more Fishing Planet in the future, then perhaps subscribe to the BZ Hub, or join us on Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central. That's important there. So many people show up, they go, how long does this last? Or when do you stream? Well, here you go. Monday, Wednesday, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central, bro. Don't forget it. This is fantastic. I love Fishing Planet. I think it's a great game. It's one of, if not the best fishing game out there right now. And if you consider yourself an angler, or you just enjoy playing a nice laid back game and fishing kind of strikes your fancy, then this is the perfect game for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope this gave you some thoughts about where you can go fishing as Maku Maku exploration, as well as just making some money on Maku Maku, as well as some XP, I guess, to level up and keep on moving around South America. Hopefully this was helpful. And if it was, like I said before, hit the like, subscribe for more videos. We'll see you hopefully in a live stream or in the next episode, everyone. Take care, and as always, remember, everyone, we're one planet, one family. Game on.